Today we're going to talk about 3 tips for better jazz guitar phrasing. Number 1 is to play longer phrases. One of the big things I see coming from people who are new to jazz and coming from a rock or a blues background is playing really short phrases. And sometimes these are really stylistically correct in another area. And I'm not saying everything in jazz is always a long phrase, but if all you ever play is little short, 5 to 8 note bursts, you're going to have a hard time expanding into longer sentences, paragraphs, right, as you're playing, and you're going to sound kind of short and choppy, right? So one of the things to do is to get yourself used to playing for longer periods of time without stopping. And the exercise is really easy. We put on a metronome, or we put on a 251 backing track, which is what I'm going to use. I'm going to use iReal Pro. And your goal is to improvise, but only play straight eighth notes, just solid eighth notes. No rests allowed. You just have to keep playing. And if you get bored with what you're doing, your job is to find another combination of things that'll sound good to you and become interesting. So let's give it a try. And if you get stuck, you can just stick on one. This is all just major scale. Okay. That exercise is not how you want to play a solo, for sure, but it's a way to get your fingers used to just keeping going and get your brain used to thinking like, oh, I can keep this idea moving, rather than here's a lick. Okay, I'm going to pause and think about another lick. Okay, longer phrases aside, another thing that will kind of boost your level almost right away is to start anywhere but the 1 when you're playing. So beat 1 is a natural place to want to stay, and I'm not saying people never start there, but if you get in the habit of starting on the and of 1, or on beat 2, or on the and of 4, it's going to give your lines a little bit more of that jazz sound you're looking for. Right? So once again with the backing track. So I'm going to start on 1 the first time. So fine, nothing wrong with that. But starting on that 1, but if I just start on the end, it just sets you up a little bit differently. And even starting on beat 2 instead is great. Right? Both of these are good options, right? And it doesn't matter which beat you pick, it's just get in the habit of starting at least some of your phrases not on beat 1. Okay? And then the last one is to copy phrases that you like. And I'm not talking about transcribing or learning licks. I'm talking about saying something like what you hear. Okay, so like there's a intro to a Wes Montgomery solo. Okay, so that's the lick, and there's more phrases after it. This happens to be a short phrase, But what I'm looking at, if I ignore this, the ornament, and just go, okay, 2, 3, 4, 1, da 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 da. So there's a rhythm I can replicate, right? And I don't have to copy the exact notes. I could just even play up the scale. Doesn't matter, but I'm starting to get that rhythm into my playing. Now, if I use that, right? And I even got the rhythm a little bit offset there on purpose. But what we're doing is we're kind of starting to learn how to mumble. Okay, maybe I didn't like that landing note, but that's okay. I can even just try it again. Okay. So we're just kind of starting to figure out little melodies and how to put them into scales we already know. Okay. So these three things, if you play with them, are going to start to bump up the level of your playing, right? They're going to start making you sound a little bit more like you're trying to sound when you're playing jazz, and help you break out of that rock or blues pathway that you're in for when you're playing this particular style.